Your fiancé calls off the wedding 10 days before it. Not because he stopped loving you, because he realized he was in love with his childhood best friend the whole time. And now they are getting married instead. You have moved across the country for him. You do not know anyone in this town, and the only person going through something as pathetic as you are is his best friend's ex-boyfriend. So you move in together. This is Funny Story by Emily Henry, her 2024 release. The romance that made BookTok cry harder than anything she has written before. Our main character is Daphne Vincent. Daphne is a children's librarian. She is quiet. She is careful. She has spent her entire adult life trying to be the kind of woman who is loved and kept and chosen. 2 years ago, Daphne met Peter. Peter was charming, handsome, and grew up in a small tourist town called Waning Bay. Daphne said yes to everything. She moved to Waning Bay, left her friends, and built her entire new life around him. They set a wedding date. She picked a dress. She wrote her vows. And then Peter came home and told her he could not marry her. Peter had a childhood best friend named Petra. At their engagement party, Peter realized he had spent his entire life in love with her. Daphne is frozen. Peter tells her he loves her, but he cannot marry her because he has always loved someone else more. She has no house. She has no friends here. And Peter says the sentence that will define the book. It is going to be a funny story someday. Peter moves in with Petra. It turns out Petra also had a fiancé she was breaking up with. His name is Miles Novak. Miles is the exact opposite of Daphne. He wears loud shirts, works at a winery, has tattoos, a rescue dog, and a rusty truck. That night, at a bar, she sits next to a man she has never met. He tells her he just got dumped. They sit in silence for a minute. Then they both start laughing. Their exes are literally getting married to each other. They move in together. As two adults who share only one thing in common. Their exes are now happily engaged to each other. For the first few weeks, they barely talk. Daphne is a neat freak. Miles leaves his shoes wherever he takes them off. Then, Petra and Peter announce their wedding on social media. Daphne sits in her room and cries for the first time. Miles knocks on her door. He hands her a beer. He says the internet is a stupid place. Daphne laughs for the first time in weeks. Miles suggests something ridiculous. They are going to fake being okay, publicly, aggressively, all over social media. For the rest of the summer, Miles takes Daphne out, to the lake, to the winery, to the drive-in movie. They take pictures. They pretend to be the happiest they have ever been. Except somewhere along the way, they stop pretending. Miles starts making Daphne coffee. Daphne leaves Miles notes on the fridge. Daphne notices she is starting to want Miles for real. Halfway through the book, Daphne's father reaches out. Miles walks in on Daphne having a panic attack about it. Miles listens, and then Miles tells her something. He tells her he grew up thinking love was a thing that destroyed you. Miles tells Daphne he is trying to be different now. He is trying to be present. And then he tells her he does not want to be pretending. The climax is a small, quiet moment where Daphne has to choose. She could leave Miles behind, or she could stay. She stays. She tells Miles. He kisses her. And what began as a revenge fake summer becomes the beginning of an actual life. Funny Story is not her happiest book, but it might be her most hopeful. It is about staying somewhere long enough to build a life. The funny story is not that her fiancé left her. The funny story is that his best friend's ex-boyfriend was the best thing that ever happened. If you enjoyed this breakdown, the link is in the description. Subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Ask for what you actually want.